So, hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to study thermal energy. This is also plays a important role to crack IIT. NCRT, I would also like to tell you that NCRT is really important to read. If you don't read NCRT, your basics won't get strong and you won't get a conceptual knowledge by reading materials and all. So, NCRT is must. So most of the people don't have a proper teacher to explain them NCRT. So I have I as a teacher, I'll be explaining you everything about thermal energy. So yeah, I'll be completing this chapter in 4 to 5 lectures. Each lecture around 10 minutes. Okay, let us start. Thermal energy is the energy of a body arising from motion of its atoms. Means the motion between the motion which occurs if this is a beaker, it contains water molecules, right? If I kept water molecules, so the motion when this particle moves from here to here and here to here, this motion, this leads to a creation of an energy known as thermal energy. Okay, because these particles are moving and makes uh, any motion causes energy to be released. Fine. It is directly proportional to temperature. Means as the temperature increases, the motion increases and the thermal energy release also increases. Right. It is the measure of kinetic energy of the particles of the matter and thus responsible for the movement of particles. Right. So now this movement is called thermal motion. This is a definition. It can come in your boards. Important point from board point of view. Intermolecular forces versus thermal interaction. So now what are intermolecular forces? If these two are atoms, so the attraction between these two, this attraction is known as the internuclear forces. Right. Now let us study. We have learned that the intermolecular forces tend to keep the molecules together, but thermal energy of the molecule tend to keep them apart. Okay. So when these atoms come too close, so then thermal energy starts, because thermal energy is nothing but movement. So when this particle is moving here and this particle is moving over here, so they will come very near, but yet they will not come very close because of their kinetic energy present in them. So there will be certain repulsions. Okay. Three states of matter are the result of balance between intermolecular forces and thermal energy of the molecules. When molecular interactions are very weak, molecules do not cling together to make liquid or solids unless thermal energy is reduced by lowering the temperature. Gases do not liquefy on compression only. Means the gases, when you compress gas, they will be liquefied, but that is not only the way to liquefy gases. Right? If there's a something kind of piston over here, gases are present. If you create if you provide a large force, so but this should be completely sealed so that no air could go out. So when you press it to a large extent, then water molecules will be formed. You what not water molecules, liquid. Okay, you can get some liquids. Now let us go further. Although molecules come very close to each other and their intermolecular forces are operate to maximum, means when they come very close, so the movement, it becomes rapid, very fast movement occurs, because volume is decreased, but particles are remain constant. No, so less area for them to act upon. So in this area they act a lot, right? So inter intermolecular collisions also occur more. Okay. Although molecules come very close to each other and intermolecular forces operate to the maximum, However, when the thermal energy of the molecule is reduced by lowering the temperature, means by lowering the temperature we can when the therm we can by lowering the temperature we can uh, reduce the thermal energy. What is thermal energy? Is nothing but heat energy. So when you start lowering the temperature, then the substance will, when it is in gas, then it will become first liquid, then solid, right? Example, if you keep if you have a glass of water, if you keep it in your fridge refrigerator, then it will come out as ice. So that is, ice is nothing but a solid. Okay. Even but after that, if you keep it in atmosphere, then it will absorb heat energy from outside and become into liquid again. Okay. And if you again heat it very much, then it will evaporate in the form of gas vapors. The gas can be very easily liquefied. Predominance of thermal energy and molecular interaction energy of a substance in three states. So when the intermolecular attractions are high, means this is the increasing order of intermolecular interactions. It is very high in solids, because solids, they don't allow to move at all, no movement. In liquid there is a movement, but still there is some restrictions are there. But in gas, no restrictions, you can move anywhere. Fine. Now, when it comes to thermal energy, now when you increase the thermal energy, means heat energy. So what happens when you heat ice? It becomes liquid. If you heat again more, then it will become into gas. This is easy. We have already learned the cause for the existence of three states of matter. Now we will learn more about gaseous and liquid states and the law which govern the behavior of the matter of the in these states. We shall deal in the solid states in class 12. Okay, so now this part you need not, means it is not required more in detail. You will learn about more detail in class 12. So yeah, guys, this was our uh, so let us now go to the gaseous state. This is the simplest state of matter throughout our life. We remain immersed in ocean of air, which is mixture of air. We spend our life in the lowermost layer of atmosphere called troposphere. Okay, this you can just remember it, because it might come as an MCQ. That which is the lowermost layer of the atmosphere. Most of you might be knowing it, might not be knowing it, because if you are in a higher class, so you must be knowing it. So which is held to the surface of the earth by gravitational force. So means this atmosphere layers are held by the earth with the help of gravitational force. The thin layer of atmosphere is vital for our survival. Okay, of atmosphere, because it shields us from harmful radiation, UV rays. You might be knowing it. And it contains substances like dioxygen. Dioxygen, don't get confused by dioxygen. This word dioxygen means nothing but O2, and dinitrogen means nothing but N2, means in its molecular form. Okay, carbon dioxide, water vapors, etc. Let us now focus our attention on the behavior of substance which exist in gaseous state under normal condition. Means many substances are there, elements are there, which exist as in the state of gas in normal conditions also. Normal conditions and pressure. This normal condition temp of temperature and pressure is also called NTP. NTP. This word is not used much, or STP. STP and NTP are one at the same. There's no much difference between them. Just the full form. This means normal temperature and pressure, standard temperature and pressure. Fine. Now a look at the periodic table shows that 11 elements. Only 11 elements exist as gases who under normal condition. These you have to remember, because this can come anytime, right? They exist as gases. Fine. See, hydrogen exists as gases. You know that all noble gases exist as gases. This just you have to remember. Fine. The gaseous state is characterized by physical properties. Gases are highly compressible. Yes, we know that gases are highly compressible. They have no fixed volume. We can easily compress them. Like if we have this, if we have a piston kind of thing, then we can press them. Okay. Gases exert pressure equally in all directions. Means they don't have restrict movement. They can go here, 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 anywhere. Now, gases have much lower density than of solids and liquids. Yeah, of course, because density means if you have this much area, how many particles are present of gas. So very lower density because one atom will be here, one atom will be here. But when it comes to liquid, they are much closer, right? Their density is much higher. But when it comes to solid, they are the highest. Means it will be completely filled. Right, their density is the highest. Now, the volume and shape of gases are not fixed. Exactly. Means we can easily sure gases have no shapes that you know. Volume, since it is compressible, so it has no fixed volume. Gases mix evenly and completely in all proportions without any mechanical aid. Okay, means it does not require any catalyst kind of thing to mix. Like many elements are there in which you have to keep catalyst for to make them to react. Some of you might not be knowing what is catalyst. Catalyst is something which helps to if there's a reaction, so it fasters that reaction or makes that reaction to occur. Okay. Simplicity of gases is due to the fact that forces of attraction between the molecules are negligible. Yes, they have very little forces between the molecules since therefore molecules are very far away. Their behavior governed by general laws which were discovered as a result of their experimental studies. These laws are the relationship between measurable properties of gases. Some of these properties like pressure, volume, temperature and mass are very important because the relationship between these desirable describes states of gas. Okay, since if pressure increases, then its state might change to liquid. Yeah, and now interdependence on these variables lead to formation of gas laws. In the next section, we'll learn about this. So yes, in the next section. So this gas laws I will be covering tomorrow in the episode. Fine. Bye guys.